Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to install an F90 BMW M5 CS body kit onto an F90 LCI BMW M5 competition. And this is what the body kit consists of. You got this front lip, you've got this beautiful side skirt, and you've got this center piece that even says M Performance. So I actually lied when I told you this is a complete CS kit. In the back, I opted to put an M Performance diffuser because I prefer the look of this versus the CS one. And if you're wondering where I got this kit, email me and I'm going to direct you to the person. I'm trying to work out a deal. Hopefully the person that I'm working with can supply a group discount or some sort of a discount, so it's the best price for you if you're interested in it. So in this video, if you like the quality and if you want it, let me know, email me and I'm gonna point you in the right direction. Starting with the front, the car is up on the lift. We have to remove a couple of these screws and rivets. By the way, if you don't have a simple pop rivet remover, get yourself one of these, a lifesaver. And as you can see, all the screws and rivets are out, including the two middle ones here. And now, installing the front lip, we're going to be starting with these screws that came from the middle. The beauty of this really high quality front lip. Now, it's not original. It's a high-end replica. This is essentially OEM replica. It's pretty funny, but look how high quality it is. These holes match with OEMs. Yes, here you're gonna have to put some screws into the bumper, but that's how you mount the OEM one as well. On each edge, I did put on some double-sided tape. Now, don't waste your time with the regular automotive tape. I've been using this tape. Best tape I've used, and it works. It's like the most universal tape, so use that instead of the automotive one that everyone is suggesting. But anyways, I have these two screws in my hand, and I'm gonna start with simply just hand tightening it onto these holes here, and then hanging it. And for reference, this is what I did. You see, 1 and 2, just hung it up on these because now I can push this up and this will allow me to align everything, and this will allow me to make sure that everything here is as it should be. And then I have 2 OEM screw holes that I can reuse. And now I've got these self-tapping screws. I'm going to start with the first one here, and then I'm going to hold it with my head because there's a lot of tension here. And then I'm going to do this one, and then this one, and this one. And for the record, the company does not provide any hardware or tape. I'm going to link everything down in the description. All right, so this side is done. Everything here fits nicely. There's a small gap here that I simply cannot get rid of. This is the nature of this aftermarket OEM product, but it's a very small gap. If it bothers me, I might do something about it, but you step away, you don't see it. So what do you think? Fitment, I would say 8 out of 10. See, there's a small gap here, but I promise you I cannot get it to sit any closer. This here sits perfectly, same thing on the other side, but the second you step away from it, it looks pretty good. On the side, that to me is the money shot. Now let's go to the back. This is the diffuser that's going to be replacing this. The only difference, honestly, is you have that little upper lip and the prongs are a bit more pronounced, whereas these, they hide a little more. To remove it, should be pretty straightforward. Famous last words. You've got that 8mm, 2 rivets here, 8mm, 2 rivets here. You've got 8mm here. And then it's just a matter of popping it out. Same rivets, you see, stick it in. I notice it is easier if you actually pull off this whole thing. So undoing a screw here should allow me to pull this out. All right, so far so good. Okay. Straightforward. There we go. Let's do it on the floor. Yeah, now you can clearly see you have these tabs here. You push them from this side, and it should come out. While here, might as well clean that area. No one's gonna see it, but it's gonna make me feel good. And now using the box that all the pieces came in, let's install it. It pops in like this. We could do it on the car, but I'm sure it will be a lot more difficult. That way I have leverage. You see, it just, well, this goes under, yeah. It should just click into place here. And now that it is clicked in place, let's click it back in place here. Starting with this. Don't worry, this can go in last. If you're intimidated about removing this, don't be, see? Simple. Oof. Ah, so nice. Screws on, and that's it. So what do you say? I think this looks killer. Subtle enough, fitment is 10/10. Nothing really to complain about. That is absolutely perfect. Looks great. And this is the M Performance look. So I think it just looks kind of better on this rear end as opposed to the CS one. So now let's get the car off the ramps and tackle the last piece. Oh man, this looks awesome. Wow, what a difference. Made the rear end look just aggressive enough. I think this is what was missing from the rear end. So this is what it looks like if you were to just have the CS lip and not necessarily the side skirts. I like the CS lip a lot. Definitely a good decision. Much less aggressive than the M Performance one. Barely any sort of clearance issues. Yes, it's a little lower, but not too much. And now for the last piece of the puzzle, just like the good old days, I have PPF. Thank you, Vision Auto. We're gonna jack up the car and install these using simple 1/4-inch self-tappers. By factory, technically we're supposed to drill little rivets in there. I don't think it's necessary for now. And honestly, the side skirts were damaged during shipping. So there are 3 little tiny hairline cracks on one side and then 2 on the other side. I'm gonna try to get it taken care of. So it'll be easier for me to remove them without any tape or extra screws and then put the replacements back on. Okay, so jack up the car, get the side skirt, line it up. Here's the idea. 1 screw on this side, then in the middle to get your alignment straight. Help yourself with your feet. I'm willing to bet my kids will step on it accidentally, but that's okay. So, what do you think of the overall package? I've got to say, I'm really liking it. Not like with the other front lip, where I was just like, this is just on another level. The drop is perfect. I think the drop is the one that really sets the tone, and then everything else just flows. The front lips looks good. The side skirts look absolutely amazing in here. This is what I was talking about. You see, this happened during shipping, but let's see if little marker action. There we go. From far away, it'll look good. And then right here, there's a little mark here. I consider these consumables, so I'm not worried about it. Look, you step away and it looks awesome. And you see on the other side, see, I tell you the truth about everything. Bam. Wow. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go take some photos and whatnot, but I mean, this is like a completely new car. And yes, do I feel childish slapping on a quote-unquote body kit on my very mature F90 M5? Yes, but it feels good. It also feels good looking at this thing because, I mean, look at it. It looks so good. But anyways, this is it. I hope the install was somewhat helpful, and I'm curious to see or hear what you have to say about this. I am absolutely in love. I'm loving this thing. I'm very happy that I did it. Hopefully, I won't be taking it off in 2 weeks. Curious to hear what you have to say. Leave the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.